first, live, local. This is Good Day Oregon Plus.
Hello, everyone. This is Good Day Oregon Plus. Thanks for joining us. I'm Greg Nibbler here live in the Fox 12 Oregon newsroom, but that is a live look at our ski bowl camera. Up there on Mount Hood, you can see, there's a little bit of more snow that's come through, and I will say you can see a couple of flakes every now and then. I'm not sure if that's just wind blowing off of there, but we were getting some snow, and also some snow around the Portland area as well. Not really right now. That is the shot there on US 26. I will say earlier today there was snow coming down there, and we do have some video just kind of from around the region showing what we were getting. So this was earlier today, looking there at our Shriners camera up overlooking Portland. As you can see, snow coming down there. That's quite a bit as well up there on the pass. Taking a look and clearing some of it off. But, that's nice to see some of that snow coming down. And we're going to be talking about this here as well and letting you know what the chances are of potentially more snow. We don't know. Well, we're going to find out, actually, because I don't know, but somebody here does.
I
do. Our guest does. So again, thanks for joining us. We are here in the studio. Katie coming directly over from Good Day Oregon.
I ran, literally.
Ran over here to join us in Good Day Oregon
Yes.
Plus. And thanks, Katie. So, and thanks everybody for joining in, wherever it is that you're watching. We appreciate it. But yeah, is there going to be, I guess maybe we should talk about the snow we did get.
Yes.
And then find out if there's more.
Yes, I'm just going to say, spoiler alert, we're expecting this again tomorrow.
Okay.
And one thing that I personally just have been watching with these, because I'm concerned everybody's concerned about the mornings, but because, that's where I'm here with you guys.
Mm-hmm.
Tomorrow morning for me over the last week has been the best chance to see this activity.
Really? Okay.
So it hopefully is what I've been seeing today pans out tomorrow. We'll see. It looks like we have a pretty good chance.
Okay.
So,
I definitely saw snow on the way into work here this morning.
Yeah.
It was definitely snowing over Silver Newell.
Yes, it was. It was kind of exciting to see that. And we were talking about this, me and Shauna and Bonnie, kind of toward the end of Good Day Oregon, that this is the kind of snow that we love because you can talk about it, you can see it, it's pretty, but it doesn't shut the city down.
Right.
It doesn't cause any major delays or problems or concerns. There are some people, if you don't have good tires and you're in the hills, the West Hills, you could slip, you could slide around, so you need to be aware of it. The Coast Range, that one's the one that you need to be worried about, because we did see some dicey conditions from that yesterday and this morning. So here's the video from this morning that you grabbed for me. Yep. And then that was Lincoln City right when we came in this morning. I believe that's what we were seeing there at the Lincoln City, where yesterday it was up at Cannon Beach is where we saw it yesterday, or Seaside, somewhere up there.
Yeah.
And then this was this morning. Now today we didn't get any sticking snow at beach level that we could see. By the time the sun came up, we couldn't see that. And then this just around 10 o'clock. And watching this morning, I was looking at, kind of what was out on the water, what was moving toward us. So I saw this push of moisture coming toward us, but it was happening when we were starting to warm up. So I knew if this had happened, that moisture had come in at 3 or 4 o'clock this morning, we would have been a different story.
Really?
Because it was cooler. We were down in the lower 30s, not quite to freezing at times. Then by the time it actually got here, we were in the upper 30s. So just because it's not freezing doesn't mean that it's not going to snow. You have to look at how deep that cold layer is, how much time does that have to freeze, where's it coming from, where's it going. So we knew it was a possibility, but we just knew it wasn't going to be the type of snow that would shut us down. So very excited about that. And in fact, I just thought about something I can definitely show you guys here. Let me get my little stuff ready over here. Yeah, I wanna pull something in for you.
Okay. I'm not sure if I'm on the right one here for you.
Yep, that's the right one.
That's the right one. Okay. So we're pulling up Katie's graphics to take a look at that and let you know.
Here we go. I'm going to pull this in.
But we have been hearing from people as well. Don't forget that you can send in your pictures through the Fox 12 Oregon website or get the Fox 12 weather app and, let us know what you're seeing. I've seen people writing in actually to you, tell Katie I saw sun in Rainier, and then somebody else is like, tell Katie it's snowing at my house. So
yes.
all varies wherever you're at, it seems like.
Oh, it looks like we have a camera bopping back and forth there sometimes when we have them on the same router. So I love this because when we have stuff like this where the conditions are different everywhere, we get a really good look. And yesterday we had snow on the sand and on that little hill. We didn't have anything at Shriners, and we had a little snow coming down up at the mountain. And then here you can see it's wet in Salem. I haven't seen any flakes down there. All of this, Seaside, Shriners, and Salem, all in those upper 30s. So again, and the push of moisture, because that's multiple ingredients we obviously need in order to get snow. We have not much of that right now. Okay, so this is now, I'm gonna show you the radar image. This is the live radar, and that blue that's now on the east side of the metro, that's what was coming through. So the one thing I want you to see when we get in a little closer, maybe I did a little too close. Let's back this up just a little. There we go. So you can see, if you look just to the left of Portland, there's a little band right there.
Yeah.
So that's where it was cold enough to get some snow down. And then you see green and then the blue that's on the coast range. So it looks like there's still some snow falling there. Not as much on 26 anymore. Looks like that's backed off, maybe a little on 6 there. But things have definitely slowed down. And we have everything going off. And then just starting to see way over on the corner there, I'll swing it over so we can look at it. Just starting to see some snow getting back, coming up the hills there and up on the mountain. Okay, so a lot of times we get asked, you know, is it gonna snow? And there's so many things that I could tell you about. We could spend a couple hours just talking about it. In fact, you do a whole series on this in school about winter weather forecasting. But the important things that I want people to know are how we get those big snows, those ones that shut us down, right? So that blue blob, that's supposed to represent cold air that drops from the north down into the gorge, and then east wind brings it over into the metro, okay? We do not have that right now. We have a west wind in the metro. So this is why we don't have any concerns for the gorge for snow or freezing rain, because it's a west wind, not an east wind. This is that same east wind that brings us those 100-degree temperatures in the summer. So in the summer, it brings us heat waves, the sinking, warming air. In the winter, that cold air comes through from the east through the gorge, and it gives us the air that's needed. When you take that, plus the moisture that we have coming in off the ocean, and that moisture goes over that cold air, so it makes a really deep and low cold air layer, then we get that snow. Well, the moisture that we are getting off of the ocean right now, it's just not much. It's really, really light, light amounts. I want satellite. I want to show you satellite here. So we do have some moisture coming in, but it's just not much. And you couple not much moisture in the air with no east wind. You see how it's all broken up there?
Yeah.
That's not like a really good solid cold front. It's unsettled. It's coming in. Now, this right here, I'm pointing to him and I can't show you folks. Maybe I can. Actually, I think, can I draw right here? I bet you I can draw. Hold on. I think I can.
Yeah, I can probably set this up so you can draw over here as well.
Oh, there it is. See, there we go. I just drew a line.
Okay.
On there for you if you want to bring it. Where did it go?
I'm not sure where that just went. Just a second here. I hit the wrong button. That's what that was.
There we go. Okay, so
Don't
you
hit
see
that
that
button.
line I just drew on there?
Yes.
This is what we're watching for later. This
Okay.
is this whole area that we're looking at right here. We have another push coming in tonight. So everything that you see kind of in between these arrows that I'm drawing, that's what we're watching for later tonight. This is the second push that will be coming through. There's more moisture in that. Again, still no west, or still a west wind, no east wind to bring that in for you. So you don't have to worry about anything tonight that'll shut us down, but still a very good chance. And I want to show you, I'm just jumping around here today because
hey, you know what?
this is what we can do. So here's our look at snow. You remember yesterday we looked at this and it said there was going to be an inch at Tillamook.
Yeah.
Well, Tillamook got snow. We even showed a picture of that on our Facebook page of somebody that sent in.
Yeah.
So yes, they got it. No, it was not an inch.
And Lincoln City getting this snow
Lincoln
as well.
City got snow, yep. So this is through 11 o'clock right now. We're not seeing any new accumulation. Let's push that little, remember I said I did the arrows around that bit of moisture that was coming toward us? Well, here you go. We get to about 11 o'clock and you can see there's some possible on the coast, some possible the coast range, and some up at the mountains, but nothing yet in the metro. Go all the way through and zoom in, and there you can see a few areas, again, closer toward the West Hills. You can see some Beaverton, some in Scappoose, some in Newburgh. So there is a chance still for the snow overnight into tomorrow. Will it be a lot? Will it be sticking? We're watching that as we get a little closer.
That's continuing to evolve then, okay.
So we are
that's
going...
ending Saturday.
That's ending tomorrow.
Oh, okay.
That just took us all the way through Saturday.
Gotcha.
We're going to be dry Friday and Saturday most likely.
Okay.
So first alert weather days, we had one yesterday morning, this morning, and now we're going to have one again tomorrow morning. Same thing today, snow showers in the morning possible from the coast to the Cascades.
All right.
We're looking at that trace to an inch in the hills, something very similar to what we saw today. But as you just saw in that snow forecast, when you look down toward river level and maybe even into the valleys, some, may just have a wet commute or just see the flakes falling, that conversational snow. We did have some closures at the coast. I think Lincoln County, they had closures today.
Did they? Okay.
Because of the snow. Yep. And then as far as the rain that goes with it, so if you're not in an area that you're going to see flakes, you're definitely going to see, but this just keeps backing off every time the new models come out. This is just one. I know I look at more and I tell you that, but this is that overnight push that we were just talking about, that 1 a.m. to 4 a.m., but that's backed off even more from 7 o'clock this morning when that one came in. So it's very light.
Very light.
Very, very, very light.
And that's for around here and the mountain.
That was for Portland specifically.
Okay.
So now here is I'm going to back this up just a little. This is the shorter range, the more, the not long range forecast one that gives us a little more accuracy. So this is 11 o'clock and we do have those showers that are coming through now. You can see right there about 1 o'clock, only rain in the valley, still some there on the coast. Cleans up for us. There's a second push right there. Right there, 2 a.m. That's that other push I was telling you about between 2 and 4. You get to 7 a.m. Looks like there's not much in the metro valleys or the coast. And then it cleans up. There's Thursday night. 10 o'clock, there's a little push there tomorrow night. And then maybe right there, a little more on Saturday. So there might be a shower chance on Saturday. So it's not like everything is getting sent still to California.
Yeah.
Like it's all just getting pushed.
And they're getting a lot.
Oh man. It's
like multiple feet, right?
Yeah, and I have some in-laws that live down there and they're like, oh my gosh, we're getting pummeled. How are you guys doing? And my husband's like, no.
Yeah.
We're not getting much at all. Okay, so now let's talk about the mountain. I really wanted to take us up there. As we talked about, one of the things I talked about this morning on Good Day Oregon is we've been having our first alerts for the coast range, the metro valleys, but not the gorge, which I just told you why, and not the Cascades. And that's because this is just not that kind of setup, we call it, that brings, that huge mountain snow that we would love to see. Now, we have had some, but again, it's just not much. This is what Ski Bowl said that they had in the last 24 hours. Timberline, and then Mount Hood Meadows. So this is what they've all reported in the last 24 hours.
Wow.
Yeah. So
it's not much.
No, we didn't get 4 inches on the pass level of the coast range, but we definitely got a couple. You watched it snow there this morning. It was almost like there was more snow there. With that being said, there is a winter weather advisory through tomorrow morning, 4 o'clock. That we're looking at maybe another 2 to 6 inches up at government camp in that time. And that's with what we had kind of this morning and tonight into tomorrow morning. So again, not a huge amount, but definitely stuff to be aware of if you're traveling over the coast or the Cascade passes anytime through the next day or tomorrow. Be ready for that. Then we warm up. And we start to see that here when we look at our snow level forecast. It goes up on Friday, and by the time we get into the weekend, it's up high. I think this is a little overdoing it. I think we'll probably be closer to around 4,000 to 5,000. I'm not sure that it's going to get all the way up to 6. So anything that falls will still be falling up toward the Timberline area. But as you can see, it takes it back up off the West Hills, backs us up off. anything that we have here. And that is because I showed you this yesterday, and it looks like it is still coming into fruition. Oh, but that's also the thing that I told you about. Oops. That we were watching that big deep low. Do you remember I showed you that yesterday? That was potentially coming off the Pacific. So here's where we are. Most everything is being shoveled down toward California. But then as we go through the day, Thursday into Friday, there's the warm up. You see that whoop, pushing way up north? That's the warm up right there.
Okay.
That big bump that you see kind of pushing up and making that low drop way off.
How warm are we talking?
For this time of year, warm, low 50s.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah, I mean, it's not warm air that's coming in, but it's warming us up from where we have been, which has been below average for several days. But here's the change from what we were looking at yesterday is it doesn't really come in. I don't know if you saw that. Instead of it moving over us, it just kind of absorbs back in and flattens out, and we don't really see anything from it. So it does not look like it's going to be this nice big deep low that'll drop in and give us a big mountain snow. And I've been looking at, precipitable water, how much moisture is in the air. But the thing is part of the reason why we're having just a hard time getting anything, like why we have to have that east wind is this is a look at the sea surface temperatures right now. And so we're in like the upper 40s, the low 50s. If you look off the coast there, that's really warm water. I mean, it's cold for us if we go get in it, but when you're talking, we want snow, that doesn't help.
That's not gonna,
That's not gonna help us, yeah. We don't want that warm water. Warm water, like really warm water is what fuels hurricanes. That's like way hot. It's like not twice, but much more than that. But anyway, in order to get snow, we want the air to move over the colder water to pick it up. And that's not happening. So the things that stacked against us are the little moisture that's in the system as it comes through, going over that warm water, no east wind, and lack of the cold depth. Breaking news.
Okay.
All right, so do we need to cut to something?
Cut into that press conference, CNN1.
Okay.
All right.
We're going to go, well, Katie, thank you.
Yeah.
So giving us an update on that. We're going to cut in now also